Level 90. Blame it on my juice. Zero Ja seeks an artisan well versed in creative concoctions. My Ubizilla, the artisan from Eorzea. My name is Zero Ja, and this is my shop. I'm told that you are meticulous when it comes to mixing a variety of concoctions, and to be frank, I am desperate for one of your expertise. Juice is the drink of choice here in Tuliolol, but as I am sure you've heard from Ropely, business is bad. It wasn't always so. When I first opened my shop, profits were steady and customers were eager for the fresh local juice I offered. I thought running the business would be easy, but I may not have exceptional culinary talent, but anyone can squeeze a fruit, right? Now sales are suffering, and some days I spend more on ingredients than I gain in coin. At this rate, I'll be forced to leave Wachumeqimeqi. I know my menu is generic, and with so much competition in the city, it's little wonder that my erstwhile regulars have sought more compelling refreshments. Alas, I lack the skill to make anything but the most basic of juices. Which is why I need a talented artisan such as yourself to assist me in creating the drinks I know will save my business. Wonderful. Now, before I expound upon the particulars, there is one other I have recruited to my cause. His name is Halnaruk, and he is a proficient gatherer. Once we decide upon new recipes, I plan to have him procure in bulk what ingredients we require. Why don't we join him in Bayside Bevy and have our first official meeting as a team? You go on ahead and I'll be along once I've closed up shop. Oh, can I not jump from here? I guess not. Oh, that's a waste. Thought I could maybe make that, but apparently I hit a wall. Poof, poof. What business has a lowlander with Halnaruk? Ah, yes, the Juicy Mix Project. As a professional stuff seeker, Halnaruk has agreed to do the finding of Tasty Fresh. What of it? Juice Keep wants to trade tongue flaps. A mere thought makes Halnaruk sleepy drool. What a pointless busy task. Apologies for the wait. Now that the whole team's acquainted, I suppose I'll get straight to the point. To improve my shop's financial fortunes, I need your help in creating some original juices. That is to say, juices that promise the health and well-being of each and every Tuliolol resident. While fruit is an excellent source of vitamins, diverse peoples of this city have unique dietary and nutritional needs. So using both culinary and alchemical techniques, I plan to offer a variety of refreshments bespoke to citizens of all shapes and sizes. By developing drinks both delicious and singularly nutritious, my customers are sure to remember why they love Zero Ja Juice Craft. Besides, the people are still reeling from the recent tragedy, and though healthy beverages may not amount to much, they may yet help lift some spirits. Silly, I trust a professional culinarian like yourself will have no trouble drawing out irresistible flavor, some healthy ingredients, yes? Local juice from local fruit? Sign me up. My services are yours, at a price, of course, just so long as Penelope isn't one of the ingredients. Local juice from local fruits. Look forward to tasting your work. Do you have any questions about our local produce? Don't hesitate to ask. As for you, Halnaruk, your job comes after we've created a viable recipe and know exactly what ingredients we require. I'm afraid that means you'll have to wait unless you'd like to participate in recipe creation as well. Your opinion as a moblin would be invaluable, and you would, of course, be compensated in addition to your gatherer's fee. No, Halnaruk has no deep thoughts on Juicy Mix. Oh, alright then. In any case, let's head back to the shop, shall we? There's work to be done. Oh, well. I just want to reiterate how deeply grateful I am for your assistance. Together, let us make juice Tuliolo can be proud of and profits that will save my shop. Level 90, blame it on my juice. Complete. Zero Jaw Juice Craft Wachumeqimeqi deliveries unlocked. You may now undertake deliveries for Zero Jaw Juice Craft as Wachumeqimeqi. Speak to Zero Jaw to learn more. Level 90, Mon Shiramoya. Zero Jaw is excited to get juicing. For our first juice, I'd like to try mixing up a blend for my fellow Mamul Jaw. Tuliolo gets far more sunlight than our native land, so we find ourselves prone to dry, itchy scales. It can be sheer torture some days. Luckily, the Chiramoya fruit harvested from Urkapacha may offer a solution. According to Pelu Pelu merchants, regular consumption does wonders for dry skin. The only complication is that in appearance and texture, Chiramoya very much resembles Mamul Jaw scales. Hard to garner appetite for something that looks like a piece of your body. If it were any other fruit, I'd think to extract the liquid from within, but not only is most of Chiramoya's flavor kept in its pulp, its nutrients are as well. Perhaps you can find a way around this conundrum. See if you can't make a Chiramoya juice both healing and appetizing to Mamul Jaw. Now, I'm afraid I don't keep Chiramoya on hand. The sight alone is enough to make me queasy, but I've seen it for sale in Bayside Bevy. Be testing for flavor and efficacy both, so make a big batch if you can, 6 glasses or so. Thank you and good luck. Just accepted. Wachumeqimeqi deliveries. You may now undertake deliveries for Zero Jaw Juice Craft. By delivering the requested items to Zero Jaw and raising yourself in her esteem, you can help her turn her failing business around. Items with higher collectability will result in greater rewards upon delivery. Speak to Zero Jaw to view the delivery list. Oh. Have some high quality coconut milk. Let me see if just an instant under 90 would work. Since I have a high quality, slightly quicker. One more. Delicious, nutritious Chiramoya juice that Mamul Jaw can not only stomach but delight in. I'm sure you'll come up with something. Okay. This consistency, this aroma, why, it's so sweet, I'm tempted to steal a sip right away. In making your first successful delivery, you have begun to earn Zero Jaw's trust. Deliver the items Zero Jaw needs and deliver them often to improve the prospects of Zero Jaw Juice Craft. I think we have enough to begin our tasting. It all looks and smells marvelous anyway. As we fashion this drink with Mamul Jaw in mind, allow me to be the first to try it. Exquisite, thick with the Chiramoya's signature sweetness and aroma, yet utterly smooth in texture. No one would ever guess this juice came from a fruit so wholly unappetizing in appearance. Yes, I can safely say that no Mamulja could find qualms with this beverage. I myself would happily drink it daily, and with its nutritional benefits, peeling scales may become a thing of the past. Please, you simply must tell me how you made this. So that's the trick. I see. I'll pin a proper recipe later so I won't forget. Fortunately, it sounds like one that even I could manage. Can I interest you in a glass, Halnaruk? I'd love to hear what moblins think of Cherimoya's flavor. Busy task is waiting. Juice keep. Halnarak has no time for taste sipping. Did I offend him? He just likes working. Pay me no mind. Sometimes I get caught up thinking, well, I just wonder how I might have done better. I know I shouldn't pester him about it. The juice you made is just so lovely. In any case, I'd say your prototype passes muster. Menu has its first new item. I have to peel a lot of Cherimoya, but I will keep the happiness of my newly moisturized kin at the forefront of my mind. I'll consider what sort of juice I'd like to make next, so perhaps you could familiarize yourself with our local agriculture in the meantime, and if you ever find yourself in need of a refreshing beverage, you know where to look. Level 90, Mon Cherimoya. Complete. Quest complete, Wachumeqimeqi deliveries. You have delivered the requested items. Steam level increased. Zero Jaw now considers you a Mamulja moisturizer. Zero Jaw is pleased with your efforts. Now considers you a Mamulja moisturizer. Level 93, a drink for every mobby. The customers have spoken and Zero Jaw can't wait to tell you all about it. About your Cherimoya juice. Our customers can't get enough. What's more, all the fashionable Mamulja have taken to calling it smooth scale juice. Frankly, I've had so many orders that I've grown completely indifferent towards handling Cherimoya. As far as I'm concerned, it's a fruit like any other. Now I say we keep our momentum and move on to concocting our next prototype. For this one, I'd like to address the health concerns of moblins. Among those who live in Toliolo, many work as gatherers, traveling long distances whilst bearing big, heavy packs. A drink that alleviates fatigue may do wonders for them. Problem is, moblin palate is somewhat unfathomable to other people. Their favorite rock tea, for instance, smells like, well, not like something I would prefer to drink. I worry that a similarly pungent beverage may result in the immediate cessation of business for Zero Jaw Juice Craft, so instead I'd like to try our luck with fermented aloe. Scent is striking yet fruity, and I suspect it would satisfy the moblin's preference for strong flavors without alienating the rest of my clientele. All that remains is to add an ingredient fit for soothing sore muscles. That much I can leave to you, I hope. Excellent, and about Halnaruk. I know I wasn't able to convince him last time, but his opinion as a moblin is absolutely necessary for this drink. We must make this juice so astringently aromatic that even he'll want to sip. I'm glad I can count on you. Let's have some delicious fermented aloe juice waiting for Halnaruk once he gets back from his gathering. Quest accepted. Wachumeqimeqi deliveries. Six glasses of juice. Using the juice. So much excitement. Using juice. Hello. Hello. Mm-hmm. One more. One more. Yep. Balls count. Yay. We need a soothing refreshment fit for a moblin, particularly one enticing enough to elicit our friend's help. Goodness gracious, that is an overpowering scent. If this doesn't please our moblin customers, I shudder to imagine what will. This is a remarkable beverage. I applaud your addition of tomato. Not only does it offer ample nutrition, but its flavors meet the fermented aloe upon the fine line of deliciousness and danger. Sure, our local moblins will flock to this flavor, but will Haunaruk? Ooh, God, what incredible aromas Haunaruk sniff catching. Oh, this? Just a blend of fermented aloe juice that Zilly was kind enough to make. You've been working so hard gathering our cherimoya that I wanted to be sure our next drink was one that could alleviate your daily fatigue. Consider it a token of our appreciation. Appreciation for Haunaruk? Boundless appreciation, not just from us, but our customers too. Our offerings may yet be limited, but if the three of us work together, we're sure to have the whole city singing praises of our juice, made possible only by your fastidious gathering. To that end, I hope you will do me the honor of sharing your opinion on this one. Haunaruk will take juicy mix for the home road. Proper good mobbies never bareface in public. How wonderful. I can't wait to hear what he thinks. Juicekeep is concerned about Mamulja skin peels, and now Mobby pain aches. Is Juice keep trying to become Juice Doctor? A doctor? No. I once hoped to become a chirurgeon, however. Chirurgeons must be both expertly versed in the medicinal properties of flora and highly proficient in healing magics. We of the Buniwa clan are magically talented by nature, so my father was able to excel as a chirurgeon in this city. His diverse knowledge saved the lives of many. As his daughter, I once dreamed of following in his footsteps. The Juice keeps studying fruit health and body breaks. I do have some knowledge of nutrition and physiology, but it's of little consequence. I no longer have aspirations to become anything more than a mixer of juice. Anyway, I look forward to hearing what you think of that one. Dribbly drool for the tasty smell is already filling up Mobby mask. Level 93, a drink for every Mobby. Complete. Let's complete Wachumeqimeqi deliveries. Deliver requested items. Team level increased. Zero Jaw now considers you a Moblin Motivator. Zero Jaw is delighted with your efforts. She now considers you a Moblin Motivator. Level 95, Halnuruk the Help Hand. Zero Jaw is eager to hear back from Halnuruk. I'm glad to see you. I wish I could share the consensus on our last drink, but Halnuruk hasn't been back yet. And yet, oddly enough, my shop has had an influx of other moblins clamoring for fermented aloe juice. I hardly know what to think. Good. Zero Jaw. Halnuruk? Aloe Rot Juicy Mix is delicious, incredibly flavored tough. One sip and Halnuruk's sluggy feels melted away. Heavy pack is now airy light. Most days Halnuruk's parents are all achy backs and grumpy words, but after sip drinking tasty aloe rot, they are happy mobbies both. Now we tell every mobby to slurp Zero Jaw's juicy mix. For you to thank for all these customers, I'm glad to hear your parents are among those who benefited from our drink. Stuff seeking is a solitary job. No one notices Halnuruk's sweat work, and no one smiles for Halnuruk's bring finds. Mobby friends, fine fellows, grumpy parents, everyone jump skips for juicy mix. Halnuruk wants to make more jump skipping, wants to help make more juicy mix. That's nice. Seems your concoction healed not only his aching back, but his aching soul as well. Well then, now that our team is united, I say we move on to our next drink, a beverage for Hanu Hanu. I understand their diet consists mainly of reeds, which are beyond the purview of your average fruit stand. But if we can determine how reeds benefit their health, we might craft a comparable juice. You visited the Hanu Hanu and Kozamayuka, haven't you? Did you learn anything about their diet while you were there? The reeds replenish their energies. Reeds seem to rejuvenate them body and soul. I'm sure I did at some point. I see, then a fruit rich in magical energies may be just what we need. What about sparkle shiny Jatika bananas in Yaktel? Halnuruk has a feather friend who says bananas are Hanu Hanu favorite. Oh, you mean Najul? That's a marvelous suggestion. Yaktel has forest rich in magical energy, so its fruit must be as well, and if your friend vouches for it, all the better. So long as we ensure that one glass of juice is satisfying as a meal of reeds, our Hanu Hanu customers will want for nothing. Knowing your talents, I'm sure you can make that happen. You always do. Request accepted. Wachumeqimeqi deliveries. Already high quality. Probably try an instant. try it out. If this will work. Yeah, no, that didn't quite work. Well, worth a shot at least. Enough quality for me, I suppose. Excuse me. Almost there. One more. Our first creation is a real team. We'll need a Jatilka bananas in this juice, but the rest I leave to your discretion. Goodness gracious, this juice is thick and what an aroma. Thank you. This should be all we need. Let's have one of our Hanu Hanu customers sample it for us. So this is the Jatika juice you spoke of, full of energies, is it? And as for its taste? What a flavor, rich and invigorating. Why, I feel as though I've just gulped down a beak full of reeds. Hope you'll make it a permanent addition to your menu. My friends will want a taste of this. Success. Power juice is a success. Zilly has a deft handy arm. When thought made together, our juicy mixes are unstoppable. Here, your suggestion was invaluable for this one, Halnaruk, and for my part, it's been a delight to put my old studies to use in a tangible way. Halnaruk doesn't understand Zero Jaw has good thing knowings, so why not follow Goldream and be a chirurgeon? Because I'm not good enough, that's why. It's a private matter I'd rather not speak of, alright? Let's focus instead on our next juice. I've got something tricky in mind, a real challenge. Halnaruk still doesn't understand, but will not press pry. Level 95, Halnaruk the Help Hand, complete. Quest complete, Wachumeqimeqi deliveries, delivered the requested items, steam level increased. Zero Jaw now considers you a Hanu Hydrator. Zero Jaw is overjoyed with your efforts. She now considers you a Hanu Hydrator. New quest continuing the story of Zero Jaw Juice Craft is now available. Excellent. Level 95, the missing drink. Zero Jaw's next idea may be her juiciest yet. Boy, they're really punny with these. All of them so far. So far, all of our new menu items are proving popular. My sales are recovering already. Considering the population of Tuliolo, our greatest challenge yet lies ahead of us. It's the Pelu Pelu. I want to make a juice for them, but they're formidable beverage brewers themselves. I'm not sure what I could offer to compete with their mate coffee and mezcal. Mate in particular is known for its health benefits, which may explain why I've never heard of chronic ailments affecting them. Pelu Pelu drinks are also flavor strong, like tasty punch for mouth. Pelu Pelu have their own health and hydration well in hand, all the better, but if some problem is being overlooked, I'd like to help discover a solution. To that end, I was hoping you two would join me on a trip to Urkapacha. Halnaruk will sniff out the Pelu Pelu's problems, the way Zero Jaw can solve them with her juicy mix. Thank you. Go on ahead and start asking around. I'll be along after I close up shop. Halnaruk will see Zilly and Wachumeqimeqi. Halnaruk is relieved to see Zilly did not get wanderlost. Pelu Pelu are renowned drink shakers and brew drippers, but are they of pure health? Halnaruk and Zilly will trade tongue flaps with locals to find out. Tell Zero Jaw when she arrives. You want to learn about the drinks we brew? Say no more. I could talk endlessly about our coffee. Our coffee plants are native to an island of the southeastern coast of Yoctoral. When our predecessors had their first taste of the drink, they became infatuated with its scent, its taste, and the fact that it kept them unbelievably focused. They didn't hesitate to ship cuttings home for cultivation. Luckily, those plants took well to the soil here, but the coffee they yield tastes completely different. Isn't that something? As it turns out, climate has a profound effect on the balance of acidity, richness, and bitterness of the bean. Makes me eager to try growing these plants in a variety of places, just to see how the flavor changes. There it is. Mezcal, you say? It's a liquor distilled from the juice of agave leaves. They say a traveling merchant brought this distillation method to Urkapacha after learning it in Zactoral. Needless to say, our livelihood has never been the same. Sure, I'm happy to tell you about our famous beverages. Mate in particular is of great importance to our community. Only certain crops can grow at high altitudes. For a time, our diet was deeply unbalanced. Once we started growing and drinking mate, our health woes went away. It has all the nutrients we'll ever need. I never go a day without it myself. Sorry I'm late. Have you and Halnarok discovered anything? Some fascinating points. Pelupelu's most popular beverages are not without their history, I see. If only this gave me answers instead of more questions. What could I possibly offer in juice that the Pelupelu don't already have? Wonder what Halnarok managed to glean. Let's go and meet up with him. Zero Jaw, this Pelupelu is all weary bushed. What can we do to handland? Ooh, my head feels like it's in a vice. I think I recognize these symptoms. Is he hungover? I'm fine, miss. A spout of mate will have me on my feet in no time. Could you wait here a moment? I'll be back with a beverage this gentleman actually needs. He hungover. Needs some juice drink. Oh, I feel so much better. What in the world was that cold, crisp refreshment you gave me? Surely you recognize the taste of water. Really? If you're going to drink that much, you need to hydrate properly. Mate may be good for you, but you can't cure all ills. And for the ills, it can't. Just as you say, doctor, much obliged for the remedy. I'm not a doctor. Halnarok thinks so. Zero Jaw's cure fiend for healthcare for that drink drunk were perfect, all as sharp skilled as a professional. Zero Jaw should be a doctor, should be a chirurgeon. Zero Jaw is good enough. Perhaps when it comes to book knowledge. The chirurgeon must also be proficient in the arcane arts, for which my aptitude is abysmal. I was born into a clan valued for their magics, but I possess close to none. Can you imagine how my family reacted when they discovered how utterly incapable I am? What use is a Buniwa who can't use magic? I was a failure before I even started. Defective. Not true. Zero Jaw makes juicy mixes that bring great happy feels to many people. Zero Jaw isn't useless or failure or defective. You kind of say such things, but they don't change the reality that I lost my dreams to my own deficiencies. I'm sorry, but all this talk is of the past. I think I need some time to myself. Zero Jaw lost her dreams? Halnarok needs to think. Halnarok needs to tongue flap. Come. Halnarok can't tell if he gave Zero Jaw a hurt he feels with his blunt words. But even without magic might, Zero Jaw still sweat works every day to give people healthy drinks. Halnarok thinks Zero Jaw is a juicy mix hero. Now it is our turn to make a special juicy mix, one that ease calms the heart. One sip and Zero Jaw will feel happy proud again. I'm down with that. Luckily, Halnarok has just the thing for drink blending. Yakuru pods. Kukuru pods are usually gather picked for the beans inside, but today we make no chocolate. Today we squeeze the pods for juicy pulp. Kukuru pulp juice, tasty in name, gluey in texture. Make a best good glass for Zero Jaw and deliver it directly. Halnarok has plenty of Yakuru pods, so Zillypore mixes just truth self. Truth tell. What's that sweet smell? You made this for me? That's very kind. I'm happy to have a taste. Tangy, sweet, and a consistent, reassuring texture. Very soothing drink. Poof, poof. Did Zero Jaw try the juicy mix? It was lovely, thank you. What's in it, if I may ask? Juicy pulp of kookaroo pods. Really, I'm shocked I haven't heard of such a juice until Yolo. You'd think something this tasty would warrant more popularity. Kookaroo beans sell for much jingly shine, but kookaroo pods have heavy bulk, so stuff seekers often take the beans and leave the rest. That makes sense. The kookaroo pod's value lies in the beans it carries, after all. Kookaroo beans can't make this tasty, fresh, juicy mix. The way Hanorok sees it, the whole pod is worthy good, just as it is. Zero Jaw might not become a Coururgeon, but she already a master juice keeper. Family should pride see her accomplishments, magic or no magic. Think of your customers, how much happiness you've given them. Think of how far Zero Jaw Juicecraft has come. You can't give up now. You're right, you're both right. All this time I thought my dreams of becoming a healer had come to naught, and I blame myself for it. I've watched Mamulja and Moblins and Hanu Hanu drink my juice and tell me that it helped them in some small way. Being a Buniwa who can't use magic feels humiliating, and I'm sure it still will for some time yet. But your faith in me makes me want to keep trying. Thank you both for steering me true. Now I'm afraid my personal detour has cost us no little time. Let's return to Tiliolo and revisit what clues we've gleaned regarding the Pelu Pelu. No, not you. You. Back safe and sound. Thank you again for accompanying me. A drunk fellow made me realize there are, in fact, some ailments for which the Pelu Pelu's current diet lacks a solution. Once I've researched the matter further, I'll be in touch. As the proud owner of Zero Jaw Juicecraft, I can see my path clearly now. I won't let you or my customers down. Level 95, the missing drink, complete. Level 98, good hydration. Zero Jaw is ready to bring another juice to fruition. See what you did there. Perfect timing. Got a plan for the Pelu Pelu prototype. Do you have a moment to spare? Recall that fellow in Wachumeqimeqi who was out of sorts after overindulging in mezcal. You see it all the time in Tiliolo, Pelu Pelu merchants sharing a bottle or two, and then those who can't help but drink their better sense away. Water is a foolproof companion to alcohol, but perhaps we might offer a juice that addresses the headache and nausea come the following day. Remedy for sick feels is sure to appeal to tipsy Pelu Pelu, but what ingredients would we need for crafty making? In addition to hydration water provides, certain vitamins and minerals may prove essential to relieving symptoms. The tunas found in Shaolani, for instance, are brimming with nutrients. You're from across the salt, aren't you? Forgive me, sometimes I forget when I say tunas, I mean the fruits of our nopala tenders. I trust you saw a few of those little cacti scurrying about when you went to Shaolani. I'm glad we didn't lose you to Zoctaral. There are so many wonders to be had up there, I wouldn't have been surprised if my little juice stand slipped your mind entirely. But I digress. I heard from a native Zoctarali that nopala tender tunas provide just the sort of relief we're looking for. Apparently some people up north eat tunas for breakfast after a long night of drinking, a natural cure for the after effects of alcohol. By using these fruits in our next juice, we might offer the Pelu Pelu just the cure they need. Poof, poof. With a care drink for achy brain cases. Pelu Pelu can drink drunk without worry. The worthy calls. I have every faith in your skill. Blend us a batch of juice made from the tunas of Nopala tenders and add whatever you think might ease the achy brain case of a Pelu Pelu. In the meantime, I'll be hard work selling the juices we've made together. Let me know when you have a sample ready. Just accepted. Wachumeqimeqi deliveries. Should be the last big batch of things we need to make. Prickly pear juice. Certainly be the longest out of the few we've made so far. That macro. Ah, we're still on the macro. Not good. Ah, stop that. Ah, knew that would happen. Don't know if I have enough to finish. Do not. Need more Nopala tenders. My macro is still running. Might need more sanctified water. We'll make the other ones we need to make first. Ah. That stinks. Just have to go buy something. The dangers of using macros. when it's screwed up again. Now we just need one Neapolitan. Those things that I need one. Great fine mess we found ourselves in. I mean, it didn't take too long to go get. Still a real pain. Extract the juice from the Neapolitan tunas, or would you prefer I call them prickly pears? And feel free to add vitamins and minerals as you see fit. I can tell by scent alone that our Pello customers will be thrilled. Now, Ropley has agreed to be our taster. Let me go and fetch him. Juice blend bespoke to the Palo Palo palette? Don't mind if I do. Oh, clip my wool and call me an alpaca. This is delicious, intensely sweet yet satisfying to swallow. I'm so glad it's meant to be a morning drink, specifically after a night of revelry. A relief for the maladies of merriment. Now that's a sublime idea. I'd wager even folks from across the salt are no stranger to such illnesses. I myself enjoy a good drink for both business and pleasure, but I always dread the blinding headaches and discomfort the next day. Don't we all? Same goes for plenty of Palo Palo, so a beverage that offers succor to the more enthusiastic of our number is a godsend indeed. Thank you. Your creation shows us kindness that has me eager to test out its efficacy at once. I'm gonna go get drunk. Moderation is key. You'll be drinking them all under the table in no time. Whose juice do I have to mix to get an invitation? A fellow reveler, I take it. Then allow me to extend you an invitation as soon as the next opportunity presents itself. When your rent began drying up, I couldn't help but worry, but I am happy to see Zero Jaw Juice Craft is flourishing here in Wachumeqimeqi. I'm deeply sorry about the late payments, but as you can see, my financial situation has improved significantly thanks to Zilly's help in expanding my menu. Given our diverse selection of drinks, I was hoping we might hold a tasting party in the city sometime. Juice for everyone in Wachumeqimeqi. My gesture of thanks to the community and contrition for all the times I failed to be timely with my rent. Be honest, you're just as eager for folks to taste your creations, aren't you? You're right, I'm proud of our work, and I'd like the city to taste the fruits of our labor. That's the spirit. I'll make the arrangements. Sippy party will need lots of juicy mix, and for lots of juicy mix, we need lots of mixy bits. Halnaruk will stuff Seek until his pack is bursting. Tasting party of our very own. I can hardly wait. Oh, there's so much to do, but leave the planning to me. I'll be in touch with the details very soon. Good hydrations. Level 98. Complete. Quest complete. Wachumeqimeqi deliveries. You have delivered the requested item. Steam level increased. Zero Jaw now considers you a Palo Palo Panacea provider. Zero Jaw is thrilled with your efforts. She now considers you a Palo Palo Panacea provider. Panacea Panacea. Level 100. 3 cheers for sweet juice. Zero Jaw is busy preparing for her tasting party. I'm glad to see you. The date for the tasting has been decided, and I'm fluster running with busy task, as Halnaruk might say. As you'll never believe the venue, it's Joblov Tea. It's such an illustrious establishment agreed to host us is beyond an honor. I can just see it now. Our customers, juice in hand, strolling the beach and taking in the view. Let's make sure everyone has a wonderful time. I've done my best to make all the necessary preparations, but there's just one last thing. Your skillful blending inspired me to create a new beverage for the event, but it's not going as well as I had hoped. The plan was to add Tirali herbs and spices to effervescent water for a crisp and bubbly refreshment. Sounds nice, doesn't it? I call it Baniwa soda, but something about it feels unfinished. More than anything, I'd like to have it ready in time for our tasting. Could I borrow your expertise once more? Wonderful. In the meantime, I'll iron out the last few details of our event. You'll need my special Tirali spice blend for the soda. Feel free to take more from the counter if you run out. I've asked so much of you, but if we can make this tasting a success, Zero Jaw Juice Craft should be able to stand on its own. This should be the last of them. Finally. Nice to get this all done before the patch comes out. Am I out of CP? Probably finishes off with the groundwork. Are you able to finish the Buni Wasoda? That sparkle, that translucence, oh, it's perfect. Special guests are bound to delight in it, hee hee. Everything should be settled on my end. Halnarok will be arriving soon, so let's head down to the venue together. Oh, I'm getting nervous. Friends and neighbors, thank you for coming. I hereby announce the commencement of Zero Jaw Juice Craft's juice tasting. Beverages offer a wide range of flavors and health benefits, and they are all available free of charge. If you like what you taste, be sure to tell your friends about Zero Jaw Juice Craft. But for now, relax, be merry, and drink to your heart's content. The juice fills my beak with joy. Why, I dare say any homesick Hanu would benefit from such an energizing beverage. The next time my associate and I go drinking, perhaps we'll stop by Zero Jaw Juice Craft for prickly pear juice. Something this sweet would make the perfect nightcap. It says here the one I just drank was Karamoya juice. Could have fooled me, but if it cures my itchy scales, I'll be a customer for life. Everyone is loving the juicy mix. Now Zero Jaw will have all the jingly shine she needs to pay her rent. Today marks a significant moment for my little juice shop. I'd like to raise a glass to the both of you, if I might. Before you go back, Halnaruk, I had Zilly whip up a new concoction I call Buniwa Soda. It was most impressive, actually. I gave her a general idea of what I wanted, and she came through for me just like always. It's energizing herbs and spices paired with an effervescent water to create a drink both mild and refreshing, the perfect companion for busy people everywhere. You both are known to travel far and wide, so I wanted to make something that might rejuvenate you and remind you of a friend who will always hope for your health and happiness. It's nice. I mean, I made it, but that's still nice. This drink is for us? That's very thoughtful. Thank you. After our inaugural toast, I plan to add Buniwa Soda to the menu as the drink that represents Zero Jaw Juice Craft. Spent so much time living in shame and doubt, questioning whether or not I was capable of running even a simple juice shop. More than anything, I just wanted to make my family proud. I've realized that bringing health and happiness to my customers is deeply important to me, and I want to be proud of my own efforts, even if no one else is. I don't need magic to heal others. I am good enough, just as I am. That's good. And I owe that realization to the both of you. Thank you, my friends, from the bottom of my heart. Chief Cuff. Halnarok has no need for heart thanks. Halnarok is a professional, and Zero Jaw should speak act like one too. I was only offering my gratitude as both a friend and professional. Besides, what was so professional about your behavior at first? No time for taste sipping, you said? No deep thoughts on juicy mix? Halnarok would never flap such tongues. Halnarok has always been suave, smooth, and help handies. Slander flaps, slander flaps. He's wound up. Juice Festival was a complete success. I've had the constant stream of customers eager to hear more about our offerings. Name Zero Jaw Juice Craft has Glow Flame already. Soon all of Tiliolo will know Juice Health. I suspect this shop will be happily serving juice and Wachumeqimeqi for many, many moons to come. Of course, we have yet to address the needs of all peoples in this nation, but I've learned so much by watching you that I'm ready to mix up new creations on my own. I have every confidence in you. I hope you'll let me have a sip. I'll always be happy to see you, and happier still if you'd be willing to sample my new creations. Of course, I'll need an ample supply of ingredients to keep up with new demand. If only there were a professional I could rely upon to gather Tasty Fresh on my behalf. Halnorok will keep stuff seeking for Juicy Mix. Zero Jaw Juice Craft is a good shop. Halnorok will bring back not just Tasty Fresh, but busy deals and sip seekers too. As Zero Jaw's personal stuff seeking professional. Halnorok, that's very sweet. I hope you've come to find working here worthwhile. Of course, Halnorok has Juicy Mix's best life, besides which Halnorok is happy to hand in for Zero Jaw as a bosom friend. Bosom friend? What happened to being professional? Well, in whatever capacity it is, your help will be invaluable, Halnorok. I look forward to hearing more of your deep thoughts. Halnorok will share all his deep thoughts with Juice Friend. Together, we'll blend mix the world. That's sweet. Level 100. 3 cheers for sweet juice. Complete. Quest complete. Esteemed contributor, Zero Jaw Juice Craft, you have completed all Zero Jaw's tasks. She now considers you as a mixing master. Zero Jaw is deeply moved by your efforts. She now considers you a mixing master. Achievement unlocked. Worth the squeeze.